Hello, my name is Marney Penn, and I'm a tour guide at Eastern State Penitentiary. I'd like to welcome you to our bi-weekly discussion, Prisons and the Pandemic. Today we're going to take a closer look into the unfortunate fatalities of COVID-19 and how incarcerated people, correction staff, law enforcement, and policymakers are dealing with the pandemic. According to the UCLA Law COVID-19 Behind Bars Data Project, the number of incarcerated people in the United States with the virus has increased 148% since last week, and the number of incarcerated people who have died from the virus has increased by 151% during that same time. It's hard not to talk about the way people incarcerated and working in U.S. jails and prisons are in virtual tombs now that COVID-19 is invading the criminal justice system. Consider how difficult it is for incarcerated people to self-isolate as we examine the staggering death tolls of incarcerated people, correction staff, and law enforcement as a result of the coronavirus. The pandemic continues to impact police departments across the country. Nearly 3,000 New Jersey police officers are out of commission, as 645 have tested positive for coronavirus and 5 New Jersey law enforcement officers have died from the virus. In New York, nearly 20% of the 36,000-member police force has called in sick, and at least 20 department employees have died from COVID-19. Boston, Massachusetts has confirmed 1 officer's death. The BOP reports that there are now 446 federal prisoners and 248 BOP staff members that have the virus. The number of infected prisoners has nearly doubled, and the number of infected staff members has more than tripled since the same time last week. 14 people have died from the virus while in BOP custody. All those who have died were housed in 3 facilities in North Carolina, Louisiana, and Ohio. In Florida, the Department of Corrections reports that 4 incarcerated people have died from coronavirus. The 4 deaths occurred at the Blackwater River Correctional Facility, a private prison operated by the GEO Group. Here in Philadelphia, activists confronted Judge Anne Marie Coyle outside of the Criminal Justice Center while protesting the death of Yvonne Harris. Harris is the first incarcerated person to die of coronavirus in Philadelphia. Judge Coyle has been criticized for her role in preventing people incarcerated in Philly jails from early release during this crisis. As the growing numbers of fatalities surge in our criminal justice system, how do prison and jail administrators adequately prepare for so many incarcerated Americans to sit, wait, and ultimately die from contracting COVID-19? Do incarcerated individuals deserve to die without a legal sentence of execution by contracting a deadly virus? Leave us your questions and comments. My name is Marney Penn, and I want to thank you again for joining us for Prisons and the Pandemic. As always, we at Eastern State Penitentiary wish you well during these unsettling times. Take care of yourselves, and see you next time.